Is Mr. White there in the courtroom?
He is, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Oh, good morning, Mr. White.
Morning, Judge. I'm sorry, I'm just interviewing a couple of Cobb County guys. What's the last name?
Baron Tutman,
What number is he on the count?
45.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to interview him, Judge.
Okay, all right. So we'll just make that happen at some point. So you all let me know where you'd like to go.
Thank you.
Okay, can we go to position number 2, Mr. Stephen Banks?
Okay.
Those are PD White's case. So while he's interviewing with Oconee County, I'll be happy to do my case. It starts from 25.
25 through the end.
Yes, Your Honor, except Oconee County.
Okay.
I said we can start with position number 26, Mr. Ronald Capers.
Sure. I believe this is negotiated plea.
Okay, very good. Good morning, Mr. Capers. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? You can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Good morning, Ms. McConkey.
Good morning, Your Honor. The recommendation for Mr. Schaefer's for count 1, we are going to be null processing that possession of marijuana charge. Count 2 is going to be 12 months to serve 26 days, credit for time served 13 days, balance probated, a $300 fine, and 40 hours of community service. Count 3, the criminal trespass, will run concurrent with count 1. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
We stipulate so.
Anything further, Ms. Kim?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor. He is actually experiencing some homelessness, so we would like to request for first 2 months of probation fee to be waived.
Okay. I'm happy to convert the.
I'm sorry, Judge, what position are we on?
We're on position number 26, Mr.
Thank you.
Capers.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I can convert the $300 fine to 30 hours of community service if that would help him out, Ms. Kim.
Yes, it does help.
Okay, so instead of 40 hours, he's going to have 70 hours of community service. And I'll have it terminate upon completion. I won't waive any fees, though.
Okay.
Anything further?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
Mr. Capers, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007663Y, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers and criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir, I am.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Capers. When you complete the terms of the probation, meaning when you get the 70 hours of community service done, the probation will terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on probation, okay?
Sir, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck to you, Mr. Capers.
Legal, sir.
And Norris, I just want to make I'm sure that you already know, but Mr. Murphy and Ms. McLeod are with us this morning, so we can do their cases as well.
Okay. Can we go to position number 28, Mr. Lockhart, Leon Lockhart, position number 28?
Okay. This is also a negotiated plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Lockhart. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. McCarthy.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for Mr. Lockhart is 12 months to serve 28 days, credit for time served 14 days, balance suspended, stay away from 84 Marietta Street in Alpharetta. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
Yes, we stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Mr. Lockhart, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007625Y, you wish to plead guilty to loitering and prowling. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Lockhart. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you. Mr. Murphy, who's your client?
My clients are on the add-on calendar, positions 1 and position 5. DeMarcus Brown and Cariana Zachary.
Mr. Murphy, don't you have Jeremy Bonkers too? I thought somebody told me that you had Jeremy.
Jeremy Brooks, is it?
Hold
Add-on.
on 1 second.
Yeah, I've got 2 on the add-on today.
How many? I didn't receive an add-on. How many's on the add-on?
There's an add-on. There's 5. There's 4 defendants, 5 cases. They were from last week.
That's correct.
I could forward you the add-on calendar. I thought you probably had already received it.
No, can you forward it to me, Ms. Wood?
Where's Miss Lewis? I have Miss Strong. Can you forward a calendar to him, please?
The PDs, we didn't know about that either, Your Honor. So we don't have
I missed the add-on too. It was just an add-on misfest today. So I'm doing the recommendations right now.
I thought I was the only one going crazy.
Nope.
Mr. Jordan sent out the add-on calendar. This was from the last week calendar, cases that were reset. That was Mr. Murphy cases.
Oh, we're definitely not saying you didn't send it. We're just saying we didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
So I take full responsibility for missing it. I'm just working it up now so I can send it out to the team.
Yes.
No, he said it's 2. We're giving them county. Fuck that, whatever.
Yeah, Mr. Murphy, I thought that you represented Jeremy Brooks because there was a case that you represented him before.
Yes. Mhm.
That's why I thought you would still continue because his other 2 open cases, they have your name on them. That's why I thought you was representing him on the calendar.
Yes.
Mr. Murphy, you said you have Jacario Zachary?
Cariana Zachary.
Oh, Cariana, okay.
Yeah, she's at ACDC.
All right. All right, so we're gonna go to position 29 through 31, Your Honor.
Okay.
That's Ms. McLeod's client.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. McLeod. What are we doing with Mr. McGee today?
Your Honor, my client was accepted into mental health court for his other cases. I believe he was just recently arrested, and I was hoping we could get that one to go along the same path.
Okay. So we need to reschedule him for MH court.
He actually has been accepted already because he has 2 outstanding cases. In fact, he has court scheduled for the 5th of next month.
Okay, so on the calendar today, he's in position 29, 30, and 31. So
That's
would you
correct, Your Honor.
would you like to file a waiver on those 3 cases and us just schedule these for his next court date?
Yes, Your Honor. The biggest
Okay.
issue is me wanting to get him out of jail. He's just been sitting in jail since he got arrested because he's unable to make bond. I tried to get a hold of his mom, but I was unable to do so.
Okay, so Ms. Lewis, did you get that?
Yeah, he's already scheduled for jail, MH court, Miss McLeod, on the 5th to be in front of Judge Kirk. to.
Right, because
address
we
the
want
case.
him reinstated into the program.
And I think that's what they're gonna discuss on the fifth, the jail court on the fifth.
Okay.
Okay, so we-
So they're gonna determine all that on the fifth of December,
Okay.
at 10 o'clock. So you'll probably get a notice from Miss Lane.
Yes, I will be there. I plan to be there.
So that's
Okay.
what it is. That's
All
what
right,
it's
so
at right now.
Ms. McLeod will file waivers on these 3 cases, and they will be placed on the calendar along with these other cases on December 5th. Is that agreeable?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Good morning, Mr. McKee. We'll see you back on December 5th, sir. Good luck to you.
Judge, that'd be with the mental health court case.
Right.
Yes.
He'd be in front of Judge Kirk that day.
Yes, we understand. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, hold on. Your Honor, we can handle the Tony County very quickly if you'd like. Just
Okay, and that's
position 45. Mr. Tutman,
what are we doing with Mr. Tutman today?
in and not guilty, and I'll file a waiver, Judge.
Okay. Yes, good morning, Mr. Tutman. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Shake your head if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Tutman, your case is going to be returned to the division judge, or you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Okay, have a good day, sir. Who do we have next?
Next, Your Honor, we're gonna go to positions 3 and 4. Mr. Bowens, Sean Bowens.
Your Honor, I spoke with him this morning that it's going to be a negotiated plea.
Good morning, Mr. Bowens. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Who's presenting for the state?
It's me, Your Honor. I was trying
Oh,
to look up something. So
You're
this
fine,
is
Ms. Paul.
positions 3 and 4?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm assuming this is a negotiated plea.
Yes.
The recommendation is 12 months served 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. That's going to be from November 13th to November 15th of 2023 and November 15th of 2024 until today. That's also going to be a $1,000 fine and 40 hours of community service. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state. And we are entering a null pros on position for the FTA.
Ms. White?
Your Honor, we do stipulate for the purpose of the plea, we would ask for a waiver of a couple of months probation fees so we can get out, get on his feet, pay the fine, and then ask that his probation terminate or go non-reporting once he completes all of the requirements.
Okay, I'm not going to waive any fees, but I will have it terminate once he completes the requirements. Mr. Bowen, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 0070648, you wish to plead guilty to fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and if by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Bowens. When you complete the terms, the probation will terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on probation.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning, Mr. Richardson. What case are you here on today?
Muted.
You're muted, Mr. Richardson.
Jeremy Brooks, Judge. I
Okay.
apologize. I was headed to Judge Edie's and I realized this was a Zoom platform case. So pardon me,
Okay,
I'm in my car.
you're fine, Mr. Richardson. Did someone from the PD's office interview Mr. Brooks?
What number?
positions number 5 and number 6. We were talking also to Mr. Murphy about that case.
No, Judge,
I can interview if you need it.
No. I'm wondering because on the sheet it says for Mr. Brooks that you sent out, Ms. Kim, you have a waiver down and that he's not needed this morning. So that's why I'm wondering.
that's correct.
I went to the jail and visited with him, Judge.
Okay, so
We'll let Mr.
all right.
Richardson-
So have you filed a notice of entrance, Mr. Richardson?
I did through what do you call it? Odyssey, but early this morning, so it may not have hit yet.
Okay.
Ouch.
And what are we doing with Mr. Brooks this morning?
His wife said that someone from Victim Witness called. I sent her the link, Denitra Brooks or Denitra Dawson, maybe. And she had indicated to them that she had indicated to them that they were married and she did not wish to pursue the case or testify in it. So I guess I need to go in a isolation room with assistant prosecutor or probation.
Okay, so let's see. Ms. Falk,
Maybe
is this
a breakout room.
your case, Ms. Falk?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay. This is an arraignment day, Mr. Richardson, so
Okay.
I'm happy to let you speak with Ms. Falk regarding Mr. Brooks, but just know that it's an arraignment
It's just
day.
a random. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't sure what it was, Judge. I was just told by his wife that he was in court, so I was headed to Judge Edie's.
Okay,
post-haste.
well, it's plea and arraignment, so
Okay.
Ms. Falk, are you available to speak with Mr. Richardson now, and can we take some cases that Ms. McCockey's handling?
Well, Your Honor, it sounds like they are not prepared to move forward today. I'm more than happy to speak to them, but I don't think it's going to be a very productive conversation.
Be optimistic. No. Well, Judge, what I'll do is I'm sitting in the parking lot at Juvenile because like I said, I was headed to the courthouse. I see you guys get your hands full. I'm 15 minutes from my office. I'll log off, and then as soon as I get to my office and I have a file in my hand, I'll log back in, and if Ms. Falk has a moment, that way you guys can take care of some business, and then maybe the spirit hits her and
Okay.
she.
All right, and in the meantime, Ms. Falk, would you email or text or email, I guess, Mr. Richardson the offer in the case?
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. If Mr. Richardson would be so kind as to put his email in the chat. His entry of appearance has not hit Odyssey yet.
Okay, and I'll be back in the office also, like I said, and you'll see me back in 15 minutes on a bigger screen.
All right,
Alrighty.
very good.
Great.
See you all shortly. Take care now.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, who do we have next in courtroom 2?
Your Honor, are we gonna need Jeremy Brooks?
Yes, please.
Okay. This is gonna be position 19 through 21, Mr. Deshaun Grimes.
Former Trump White House Communications Director Mike Duffy, and also CNN.
And what are we doing with Mr. Grimes today?
Your Honor, the state is requesting a transfer on position 19. But the only case that's holding him at this point is position 21, and he is going to enter a plea on that.
Okay. Has the transfer been signed yet?
Your Honor, I did receive an email from the DA's office. They are not going to accept this case as a transfer.
Okay. As such, could you, I guess, get Mr. White an offer in the matter?
I can,
Or-
however,
or-
that offer is going to include significant jail time. And so I do agree that we can work out a plea on position 21, and they'll have to file a waiver of arraignment on position number 19.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. White?
Judge, yes.
Okay, so position 19, waiver will be filed.
Sorry.
And that case will be returned to the division judge. And position 21, the pandering, does that go along with the FTA?
I believe so, Judge.
I guess it would have to if you tell me that that's what's the only thing that's holding him.
That's correct.
Ms. Falk, do you have any
Oh,
input on-
I'm looking at the jail screen just to double check. That's all. Because I wasn't sure which one it was connected with.
It's connected with the position number 21, Judge.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
So I take it that with a plea to 21, 20 will be null crossed. Is that correct?
that is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Grimes. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Grimes. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. State's recommendation is 12 months probation, 40 hours community service, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. That's all for the state.
Yes, Mr. White.
Your Honor, we just asked the probation, terminate once he does his 40 hours of community service. That's correct.
All right, Mr. Grimes, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 005918A, you wish to plead guilty to pandering, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Oh, sorry.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury? Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I will accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Grimes. When you complete the terms, when you complete the 40 hours of community service and the 40 hours of the probation will terminate. Does he need a social worker visit, Mr. White, to assist him in any manner?
I didn't pick up on anything like that, Judge.
Okay, all right. Good luck to you, Mr. Grimes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, can we go to ACDC?
Okay. Who do we have at ACDC this morning? Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. This is going to be position number 5, Zachary, and that's for Dennis Murphy.
Judge,
Okay. Yes, Mr. Murphy.
Judge, she's not being held on this case. She's being held on another case, and I've received the offer, and I've met with my client yesterday, and we're just going to ask for this case to be sent back to the division judge. I'm going to decline the offer.
Okay, you're gonna file a waiver, Mr. Murphy?
Yeah, Judge, the case was already over Richardson's. It's just going to go back to Richardson, but I will.
Okay. All right, very good. Ms. Zachary, good morning. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. Your case is going to be returned to the division judge, and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, ma'am. Good luck to you. Who else do we have at ACDC?
Position number 2, Jones.
Okay, and this is also on the add-on case calendar, I believe. Is this
Yes, add-on
Quinetta?
number 2.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Actually, there's another issue that she has to deal with. So we will do file waiver of arraignment, same as the previous one.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Jones. Your case is also going to be returned to the division judge, and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, ma'am. Good luck to you. Anyone else that we can take at ACDC? Is that it for today?
I do have one more, but they're currently using the restroom, so we can go back to courtroom 2.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, next is going to be position number 2, Mr. Stephen Banks.
Okay, and this is also going to be a negotiated plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Banks. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation is time served on this. That's going to be 26 days, credit for time served 13 days, from 11/14/24 to today and close. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
So stipulated, Your Honor. Nothing further.
Mr. Banks, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007655G, you wish to plead guilty to giving false information to law enforcement. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Good luck to you, Mr. Banks.
Thank you.
Next, Your Honor, is gonna be position number 15 and position number 16. Hey, he's gonna have to do that over there, Tom.
Good, we're done.
All right. Mr. Darrow. How you doing, Your Honor?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Darrow. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Darrow. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation is 12 months served, 60 days, credit for time served 14 days. That's going to be from July 10th to July 11th, 2024, November 15th, 2024 until today. Balance probated. Stay away from the Chevron located at 639 Morosco Drive in Atlanta. 12 weeks of anger management, ADET, and no further contact with Timothy Blackwell. The state would object to any kind of early termination or going non-reporting on this case due to the defendant's record. And we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. We would also like to sound for Timothy Blackwell at this time. That's all for the state.
Mr. Blackwell is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity to do so. Doesn't appear so. Yes, Mr. White.
Your Honor, we stipulate for the purposes of the plea, and we do ask that the probation at least go non-reporting once he's completed all his requirements.
Okay. Mr. Darrow, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 004597C, you wish to plead guilty to battery. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Yeah, I will accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Darrow, let's see, I'm not going to have the probation terminate early, but I will waive 3 months of your probation fees to help you get and stay on your feet, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Does he require any social worker visit, Mr. White?
I don't believe so, Judge, but we have one in the courtroom and we can do it anyway.
Okay, if he needs some assistance, please go ahead and get that for him. Good luck to you, Mr. Darrow.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, Your Honor, can we have Ms. Kim call 22060? 22060, Kim.
22020. Yes, I'll do that.
2060. 22060. And then we can go back to ACDC.
This is
Okay,
actually for Ms. Kim's client. This is 37 Osborne.
Okay.
so what would you like for me to do?
You can go to ACDC and then if
Okay.
Kim, she can call the courtroom too.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Ms. Osborne. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand? Good morning, ma'am. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down. let's see, Ms. McConkey and Ms. Kim, I see on the paperwork that you, or what you sent in, Ms. Kim, that this, you requesting a NOLO plea. Was that something that you've worked out with, the state?
Not yet, Your Honor. I was wondering if they can check her history and then let me know that if that's agreeable.
I do not see any NOLO plea in her history at all. So
It'll probably help, I'm sorry to interrupt real quick, but on Zachary, if somebody can chat the offer, I can talk to him. That'll probably save some time since he's here and Ms. Kim has to handle ACDC, so. I mean,
Okay.
it's 48. That's the one they were asking all about.
Whose case is that?
I believe that is oh yeah, Jackery or Jeffrey. Okay.
That's the one they were asking you to call about, so.
Yes.
And
Okay,
the last page of my calendar is gone.
I'll handle Zachary while Ms. McConkey handles the plea.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Funk. And Ms. McConkey, there's no objection to a NOLO?
no objection, Your Honor.
Okay. Yes, you can proceed, Ms. McConkey.
The state's recommendation for count 1, the DUI, is 12 months to serve 28 days, credit for time served 14 days. Balance probated that the defendant do an ADET, risk reduction course, victim impact panel, pay a $300 fine, and have 50 hours of community service. Count 2 is going to be concurrent with count 1. That's a $500 fine. Count 3 will also be concurrent with count 1 with a $200 fine. Count 4 will be concurrent with a $265 fine. Count 5 will be concurrent with a $300 fine. Count 6 will also be concurrent with a $200 fine. Count 7 will be concurrent with a $265 fine. If my math is correct, she has a total $2,030 fine. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for purposes of the plea.
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
Anything further, Ms. Kim?
Actually, she is currently unemployed and she's a single mom. And I was wondering if we can have a couple months of probation fee waived. And also these fees, some of them can be converted to community service.
Okay, do you have a request of what you would like to have converted to community service?
Maybe a total of 200 hours of community service instead of $2,030.
You need to make it clear on what charge that you're gonna convert. the
Okay.
fine on.
So so the DUI is a $300 fine. I can convert that to 30 hours of community service. The driving without a valid license is a $500 fine. I can convert that to 50 hours of community service. And the failure to obey control device, count 3 is a $200 fine. I can convert that to 20 hours of community service. That'll give her an additional 100 hours of community service. Is that what you want? Did you say 100 or 200?
200 if possible. She is unemployed right now.
Y'all plan on making these charges consecutive for probation? for two-
Okay. Say it again, Ms. Lewis.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to clarify if these all hours gonna be done in 1 year, or you guys gonna make probation longer?
No, 1 year should be fine.
Okay, so basically you were requesting that all the fines be converted to community service, because if the fines add up to
$2,000.
2,000, then that's that'll be right around 200 hours of community service.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so we'll convert all the fines to community service with the count 4 driving on the wrong side. It's a 265 fine. It'll be converted to 20 hours of community service.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
So does she have 250 hours of community service? 'Cause
Yes,
count one
yes.
had-
Yes, she'll also have the 50 hours that goes along with the DUI. So it will be a total of 250. Okay.
Okay. Is it okay?
Anything for,
I just want to double check with my client, Miss Osborne. Is it okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
okay. Let's see. Nothing further from council. Ms. Osborne, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007621G, you wish to plead NOLO to driving under the influence of alcohol less safe, driving without a valid license, failure to obey signs or control devices, driving on the wrong side of the roadway, reckless driving, possession of an open alcohol container, and wrong way on a one-way street. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading NOLO to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead NOLO?
No.
I'll accept the NOLO plea as negotiated, Ms. Osborne. I will waive 2 months of the probation fees to help you get and stay on your feet. When you complete the terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status. Okay? All right, Ms. Osborne.
Excuse me, Judge, I just want to clarify the total on the community service hours. It's not 250, it's gonna be 240 hours, unless my calculation is off. I just calculated all of those charges and plus the 50, I came up with 240. If somebody want to correct my math or check me, but I came up with 240 hours instead of 250.
That's better for us.
Well, the fines were a total $2,030, and we converted all of them.
But no, the judge gave 20 hours on the 265 and 20 hours on the other 265, and the rest of them were like 30, 20, 50, 30. You add them all up, I come up with 240, not 250. That's including the 50, an additional 50 hours that's in there. I'm just
We have no
saying,
objection.
for my record purposes, when I'm putting the information down, I'm just saying.
I think 240 is right. That's what I got, Your Honor.
Okay, if that goes with everybody's calculations, that's fine with the court.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Good luck to you, Ms. Osborne.
Call me.
Okay, I don't know your number. I have the
Oh, she will give you. Okay,
Thank you.
You want us to call now, Kim, or just wait?
now it's fine.
Okay. Thank you, Judge Morrow.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Is that it for this morning?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay, am I gonna see you this afternoon?
Yes,
Okay, I'll see you this afternoon. Have a good rest of your morning. Thank you,
thank
Francois.
you. You do the same, Judge.
Thank you.
Quick question. Do we have Reese O'Day on the add-on?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
do.
So I don't know which one of you guys want to interview him.
Did you get a copy of the add-on calendar, Officer North?
I'm going back and forth pretty much by myself today, Ms. Lewis.
Okay, I would just make sure you just got the calendar. I didn't know if somebody sent it to you or not.
Could someone send me the add-on calendar?
And if I could get Mr. O'Day's offer in the chat, he's here in the courtroom. I'll speak with him.
And I will put that in the chat.
Thank you.
And in the meantime, we're gonna go to position number 32, Mr. Mustafa Miller.
Okay.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well, Mr. Miller. Hope you are as well, sir.
Yes, my morning's been pretty decent today.
This is negotiated plea as well, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Good morning again, Mr. Miller. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down, Mr. Miller. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. McConkey.
Yes, Your Honor. The recommendation for Mr. Miller is 12 months to serve 36 days, credit for time served 18 days. The balance is suspended and he is ordered to stay away from the Chevron located at 490 Whitehall Street Southwest in Atlanta. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
Yes, we stipulate so.
Mr. Miller, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007589E, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that right?
Sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Has anybody forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Miller. You know you can't go back to that Chevron, right?
Yes, sir, I understand.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Miller.
Look, thank you.
He then be placed on probation and no further.
Next, Your Honor, is gonna be position 40 and 41, Mr. P, Thomas P.
Okay.
This is also negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Peach. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yeah.
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. McConkey?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for Mr. Pete is 12 months to serve 32 days, credit for time served 16 days. Balance probated that he have no further contact with Mondale Smith, stay away from 2624 Peyton Road in Atlanta, 12 weeks of anger management, and that he have no firearms. We will be null crossing position 41, which is the FTA, and I would ask if you could sound for the victim in this case, Mr. Mondale Smith.
If Mr. Smith is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity to do so. Doesn't appear so. Ms. Kim?
Yes, we stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Mr. Peach, it's my understanding that in case 22 CR 006309A, you wish to plead guilty to battery. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, I am.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, I do.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Once you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Solve two more. You ready?
Your Honor, that's all we have right now in courtroom 2. Just waiting for Attorney Richards to come back on. I have his client ready.
Okay, thank you. And the rest of the cases are, I guess, going to be either in medical or with the iPhone?
That is correct.
Okay.
Judge?
Yes, Mr. Murphy.
On the add-on position, position 1, DeMarcus Brown, that'll be a non-negotiated plea.
Okay. As soon as we get him, we'll be going forward with it.
He should be coming on the medical.
Okay, all right. We'll be in recess until someone's ready for us.
Position number 46, Mr. Position
Raymond
46,
Washington,
Mr. Washington.
Your Honor. This is actually waiver of a Raymond, Your Honor.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Washington. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. Your case is going to be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Good luck to you.
He said, can you repeat what you just said, Judge?
Yes, Mr. Washington, your case is going to be returned to the division judge, and you're going to get notification of your next hearing date, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, take care.
Position number 9 and 10, Mr. Tobias Bush.
Okay. And this is a negotiated plea.
It is, Your Honor. I believe so.
Good morning, Mr. Bush. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Bush. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. So for this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 counts of cruelty to animals, 1 count of tethering, and 2 counts of no Fulton County license tag. And so the recommendation is going to be 12 months, a $500 fine, and or 50 hours of community service, and complete the BART course online. So those counts are going to run consecutive. Counts 1 through 9 are going to run consecutive to each other. The tethering on count 10 will be 12 months, a $300 fine, or 30 hours of community service, and that's also to run consecutive. Count 11, 12 months probated, a $125 fine, that is to run consecutive as well. And count 12, 12 months, $125 fine, that is also to run consecutive. And so, hold on, let me pull up the total really quickly. So during that time, he is to own no pets. And that is why we've run this time consecutive. It's to ensure that he is not owning pets during that time period. The BART course is an online course that he can take, and that will allow him to complete that course. And probation will be non-reporting after 1 year and the completion of the conditions. The non-reporting probation is just for the Fulton County Animal Services to monitor the no animals portion of the provision.
Okay. Mr. White.
And, Your Honor, so my math is a $5,050 fine. So we would ask for fee waiver, any fee waivers to get us. That is a very hefty fine. Plus he has agreed to the no pets thing for 12 years. So we would ask for it and stipulate for the purpose of the plea and just ask for any help you can give us on fee waiver.
Okay, if nothing further, Mr. Bush, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 006503H, you wish to plead guilty to 9 counts of cruelty to animals, tethering, and 2 counts of no Fulton County license tag. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, I am.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Bush, I will waive 3 months of probation fees to help you get on your feet and get a job. And after the first year, if there are no violations, it'll go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know this is a lot of charges. I just want to make sure I get this right, Mr. White. So he's gonna pay the fine on all the charges?
Yes, at this point. So it's $5,050 total.
What total you end up getting?
Sorry?
What total did you end up getting again?
5,050. 9 times 500 is 4,500 plus 300 is 4,800 plus 250. But
I thought the other fee was 125.
Yeah, that would be 5,150.
Yeah, yeah, I was kind of lost on that one.
no. 9 times 5 is 4,500, right?
Yeah,
Two-
then you
That's
have
correct.
$300 and then you have $125.
Times 2, that's 250 plus 300 is 550. Add that to the 4,500, that's 5,050.
Okay. It's gonna be over more than 5,000 when I add surcharges on it, but that's fine. I just want to make sure I was on the same page.
Okay, all right, good luck to you, Mr. Bush.
Next is position number 33 and 34, John Moore.
FVIP, no further contact, and stay away. Yeah.
Also a negotiated plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Moore. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Moore. Yes, Ms. McConkey.
Yes, Your Honor. Position 34, certain acts and criminal trespass. For count 1, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance suspended, and to stay away from all MARTA locations in compliance with any active MARTA suspensions that he has. Count 2 will be 12 months to run concurrent with count 1. We will be null prosing position 33, which is the FTA. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
Yes, we just stipulate so.
Do you all know whether or not he has any active suspensions and when that goes through, if he does?
So per the warrant, the active suspensions that he had were to end on October 11th of 2024. I'm just not sure if they added another suspension when he picked up these charges.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a way of checking that, Ms. Kim?
No, I do not.
I just don't want to, I don't want him to violate the terms of the probation. But at the same time, I want him to be able to use MARTA if there's not a suspension. So if somebody could check into that for him, the court would appreciate it. Okay, Mr. Moore, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 005816A, you wish to plead guilty to certain acts on a bus, rail station that were prohibited and criminal trespass. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Moore. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Stand by, Judge. Let me go grab a couple more.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well. Your Honor, on the add-on position 3 and 4, you can have a seat.
Okay,
Mr. O'Day.
and
can
what,
you- I'm sorry, Judge. He's going to be a negotiated plea this morning.
okay, thank you, Ms. White. Good morning, Mr. O'Day. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Raise your hand.
All right. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, Mr. O'Day. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation on Mr. O'Day is 12 months served, 22 days, credit for time served, 11 days. That's going to be from July 4th to July 6th, 2024, and November 14th, 2024 until today. No further contact with Tiki Rogers. Stay away from 2900 Laurel Ridge Way, apartment 9002 in East Point, MHET, FVIP, and no firearms. We would also agree to null pros position 4 on the add-on calendar, which is the FTA. We would like to sound from Ms. Tiki Rogers, and we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of this plea. That's all for the state.
Ms. Rogers is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity to do so. Ms. Tiki Rogers, I see you there. If you would like to address the court, I'll need for you to raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Rogers. What would you like to tell the court?
Yes, I would like to tell the court that Reese O'Day has impacted my life tremendously. The offense that he committed, he caused me to have to go on a 2-month leave from work. I couldn't walk. He tore my right rotator cuff. He caused me to have a scar on my left side about 3 inches long that will never heal. Reese has caused me a tremendous amount of pain, but he has brought me a tremendous amount of joy. I am not here to burden him with blame nor guilt. My nephew needs help. Everybody, including the East Point Police Department, College Park Police Department, and my uncle told me, and Georgia Crisis told me, let him hit rock bottom, but I could not. I will never leave my nephew. I will never give up on him. I love him, and he needs help. And I am a victim, but he too is a victim. It is not his fault for what his mother did to him, how she died. It is not his fault that his father is in prison because he didn't want to take his meds and he committed a crime. He doing 15 to 30. My nephew will be 23 years old on Thursday. I cannot lose him the way that I have lost all of my family. He is all I got left. I am terribly afraid of snakes. I will fight a Nicki Minaj anaconda for my nephew. I will go to the wire. I am Reese. I am not a ride or die chick. But for you, I will ride, I will rock, I will roll, baby. To save your soul. Please, Reese, I beg you to get help. You need help. You're sick. And I can't lose you like I've lost everybody else. Baby, I need you to morph like a Power Ranger, like Ranger SPD. This is your chance. And I will do anything. I am sorry, Reese, that I didn't see you as what you have become, which is a man. But beyond beard balm and dude wipes, I just don't understand. But if you talk to me, Reese, we'll work it out. And yes, I'm an old lady, like you told me, like an old lady in the shoe. But don't hit me with a shoe. I'm already black. I don't want to turn blue. And I'm saying this because TT loves you. And I need you to get better so you can help me pursue my dreams as a rapper and figure skater. Okay?
Okay.
I need you.
Ms. Rogers, thank you, but you do understand, Ms. Rogers, that doing this while he is on probation, that he can have no further contact with you. So what you're saying is not going to assist him because he's not, in that regard, if he's around you. The state is asking for no further contact and to stay away from your residence, okay?
I do understand, Your Honor.
Okay, so that is a condition of the probation while he is on probation.
And I understand, Your Honor, but can I just please tell him that when he talks to his doctor at the jail, if he can ask for the Saffris patch, it will help him so he doesn't lose his personality. I need his creativity. I need his love. I love
Okay,
him.
Miss Rogers, he's going to be getting a mental health evaluation, so I'm sure that they will be able to help him in any way he can. I appreciate you being here today, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm sorry. I love him. He needs help.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh. So
Mr.
sorry.
White?
Based on that, I would ask if we could change the contact order to no further violent contact, just because I have a worry that the alleged victim is going to reach out at some point, and it may end up adversely affecting him.
Well, given what she said that he did to her, I'm not going to allow that, and I'm letting Miss Rogers know and have let her know that if she reaches out to him, she's only going to be hurting him. Okay? Because he's to have no contact unless this is modified somewhere down the road. Okay? So she's saying that she understands. So, yes, anything further, Mr. White?
No, Your Honor, we just would ask you to waive fees. He is homeless, and the FVIP is going to be onerous as it is, so we'd ask that you waive all of his fees and allow his probation at least to go non-reporting once he's completed all the requirements.
Okay. Mr. O'Day, it's my understanding in case 24 CR 004401Y, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery family violence. Is that correct?
Do you want to plead guilty to the charge?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Mr. Day, I'm asking you the question. So you listen to the questions that I ask you and you respond to them. It's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty to this simple battery family violence. Is that right?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No.
You've been represented by Mr. White there. Are you happy with what he's done for you?
I said I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay with my services?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, but by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right to a trial by jury. You understand that?
But guilty would be.
Well, that's what he's saying. Because you're in a guilty plea, you don't get a trial.
But I would be out as soon as you leave.
Well, within the next 24 hours, like we discussed. But the question is, you don't want a trial.
I do not.
Okay.
Okay. Has anyone forced you or coerced you into pleading guilty?
Somebody forced you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, you're doing this on your own free will?
Choice.
All right.
He said my choice.
So
Okay.
yes.
Yes, okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Given his circumstance, I'm gonna have him be on probation the entire time, Mr. White, but I am going to waive his probation fees because of his circumstance. Okay?
Thank you, Your
So
Honor.
that should be able to help him out in some way. All right, and Mr. White, I take it that you're going to get him some services prior to him being released.
Our social worker spoke with him this morning, Judge, and given him information. That's all that we can do is give him the information.
No, I understand. So I just want to make sure that he gets the information. And this Laurel Ridge address, he doesn't need to go back there for anything, does he?
Everything at the 29 ranch that you need.
All I came in with was all I,
You do need to go back.
no. Okay.
No, Judge.
Okay, so if you'll make sure, Mr. White, to explain to him that no further contact on the stay away, so that he adequately understands that. I don't want him to violate his probation. Okay.
Okay.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Mr. O'Day.
Thank you, Ron.
We have before you is Demarcus Brown. I'm not sure for the position number.
That's
Position 1 on the add-on, Mr. Murphy.
Yes, Judge, that's going to be a non-negotiated plea this morning.
Okay. Let's see. Mr. Brown, good morning. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Do we have anyone on from pretrial this morning that could give me the history? All right, doesn't appear so. Ms. Falk, are you able to give me the history?
I am, Your Honor. If I can inquire with, sorry, the PD, the conflict public defender, what is, Mr. Murphy, what is non-negotiated about the plea?
Ms. Falk, just the, he's homeless. He has a felony charge that he's going to dispose of next month, which will be for quite a bit of time. So we're concerned as to any fines and any other and probation itself. We'd like it to be time served based on the 30 days. However, which way you want to calculate the 30 days as of November 17th.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't be as November 17th. He's never been arrested on this charge. He was given a copy of charges and he's currently in jail on the theft by receiving, not on this case.
That's correct. You're right. He's been in custody since July 23rd. And I realized that in your recommendation, it said no credit for time served. 30 days, but however you wanted 30 days to serve.
Okay. Well, Your Honor, this defendant has, let's see, 67 cycles. This is his third theft by shoplifting, which, as you know, requires 30 days in jail, $500 fine. And let's see, what else is part of the, just want to make sure I'm not misstating the code section. So it is going to be the 12 months probation, I believe. Let's see. Upon the third offense, he has to do not less than 30 days of confinement, and that's in addition to the fine of not less than $500, which is the punishment for the second offense. So I'm not sure how we can do just time served on this when this is his third theft by shoplifting. I will say that he has a number of felony charges and misdemeanor charges and convictions. His most recent conviction looks like it was 2021 for 3 years of probation on an entering auto, and then multiple probation violations subsequent to that. Previous to that, he had a theft by receiving stolen property where he received 10 serve 1. That was in 2018. He had a disorderly conduct where he served 2 days. That was in 2017. He had a, let's see, failure to appear, another probation violation. Let's see, theft by shoplifting in 2014 in Fulton County State Court. And that goes back for the 10-year period of time. He also had some criminal trespass, driving while license suspended, more theft by shopliftings, but that was just in the last 10 years is what I read, Your Honor. So I don't think statutorily we can amend this to time served, but you know, that's the state's reasoning for why we made the recommendation we did.
And what's the recommendation, Ms. Falk?
The recommendation, Your Honor, is 12 months, serve 30 days, and that's statutory. He has not received credit for time served because on this case, he was released from a copy of charges. And on the case he's on now, it is an unrelated felony case. We also are asking for a stay away from Walmart, which is at 6149 Old National Highway in South Fulton, an anti-theft course, $500 fine, and 40 hours of community service. The only things that are statutory are the $500 fine and the 30 days.
Okay, Mr. Murphy.
Your Honor, I pointed to the case last week, so I want the 30 days to start from the 21st instead of today, because it and that way he would have the 30 days completed before his December 20th plea date on the felony. Now, under the statute, as I understood, yes, the 30 days is mandatory, but I didn't see in the code where it said that the fine was mandatory. It appears that it's optional. He's homeless. He has a GED. He has no place to go to immediately, so I don't see where he would have any means to take care of anything along as it pertains to this case. And he's going to be under felony supervision starting next month. So I'm not trying to burden him any further based on what he's going to have with Superior Court. He's indicated to me on December 20th he's going to enter a plea then, and he's going to have
Your Honor, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt Mr. Murphy. I apologize, Mr. Murphy.
Sorry.
Are you done, Mr. Murphy?
I am. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Falk.
Your Honor, I understand Mr. Murphy's desire to have this backdate to November 21st, but the practical reality is the jail's not going to recognize that. So we can set it back to November 21st. The jail's not going to start giving him credit for time served until the date of this plea. And so even if we try to backdate this, what's going to happen, because it's happened before and we've had issues with this, is the jail will not recognize it until the date of the plea. And so I do understand Mr. Murphy's concern, but I can't change what the jail is going to do with this.
Okay, duly noted. Then if it's on the 25th, then it's not a misdemeanor of a high and aggravated nature, so he should get 15 days should satisfy it. So that would put him to December 10th.
Your client has his hand up, Mr. Murphy.
Mr. Brown, we met yesterday and we discussed the terms.
We can't.
Somebody the bail bond came to see me yesterday on my felony. They're trying to get me out by on Wednesday.
Well, Mr. Brown, if we take this plea, based on the calculations, you'd be until December 10th. And you indicated that
all right.
20th.
I've been here 4 months and they can't do nothing about it. Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Brown.
Yes, sir.
I did tell you the scenario. If they started counting the days as of today, you would be here till the 10th. So so you're still willing to go forward on this? The judge is going to want to know if you still want to go forward with this plea.
Can I ask y'all something? I'm not trying to be a wife or anything like that. I've been locked up 16 days. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me why my time has to start now. I've been locked up 4 months.
Mr. Brown, I told you because you were released on copy of charges and they weren't starting the counting until now.
Okay, I'm locked up for a racial charge, and I only did more than over 100 days here. It doesn't make sense to me, but that's what y'all. That's how y'all law work. That's how y'all law work. That's how y'all law work. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'd explained they at the time I got the recommendation that they were not recognizing those days, that they wanted it at the day of the plea, and that I was going to ask for it to count on the 21st as to when you were first calendared. They want to count the days starting today. So you still want forward.
I had a couple of charges where I had got committed for time served because I did so much when I released on charges. So in Fulton County, so I don't understand that. I mean, I guess they may.
Then, Mr. Brown, I don't think we can take the plea if you don't want to go forward.
Well, why don't we do this, Mr. Murphy? You don't know what my ruling would be as far as what the plea would be at the present time. So it would be to accept the state's recommendation of 12. Well, no, it's going to be 12 months to serve 30 days. Stay away from the Walmart on Old National, a $500 fine, which I would suspend, and the balance would be suspended. So given that he's going to have additional time in jail, do you want till next Tuesday to discuss all that with him?
I said it right now. No,
And Your Honor, I just practically speaking, if that happens, his time won't start until Tuesday. And so if Mr. Murphy needs to maybe do a breakout and talk to him briefly.
Yes, I think breakout.
I don't want to kick this can down the road a couple of more days, and now it's a couple of more days.
Now, what the thing is, I don't got court till next.
You can send me to a breakout.
I have court till next month anyway, so I'm gonna be here anyway.
Okay, hold on. Medical, can you mute for me, please?
Judge, I think a breakout. I think we'll get it done.
Okay.
Breakout.
All right, so if we can put Mr. Murphy and medical into a breakout room, please. Thank you. And we'll go back to courtroom 2. I guess, who do we have in courtroom 2?
Your Honor, this is Mr. Richardson's client.
Oh, okay. And tell me who that is again? That position 5?
Jeremy Brooks.
Brooks, okay. Mr. Richardson, have you gotten the offer from the state?
I have not. Let me check my chat. I don't see anything.
And I apologize. I didn't know Mr. Richardson had joined again. So let me shoot that to him in the chat.
Judge, I did check the entry. I now see the receipt from the clerk's office. Let's see.
And once you get the offer, Mr. Richardson, I take it that you'll need to speak with Mr. Brooks.
Yes, if I could, please, Judge.
Okay, all right. So, Norris, would that be best by phone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do that. And Rich, call 404-612-2060. 404-612-2060.
All right. I'll mute myself for now, Judge, and I'll check my chat.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else that we can take in courtroom 2 or not?
No, that's the last person in courtroom 2, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll be in recess until, well, it looks like Mr. Murphy's back.
Judge, we had our breakout room and he wants to go forward. Now that he's aware of the terms and what his release will be, he wants to accept that the court's recommendation and your decision. Yes, he wants to go forward.
All right, Mr. Murphy. Anything further from anyone?
No.
If not, Mr. Brown, good morning again. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. I'm not sure if I've already sworn you in, but let me go ahead and do it again if I have. Will you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down, Mr. Brown. Thank you. Mr. Brown, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007649A, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea, Mr. Brown. The court sentence will be 12 months to serve 30 days. Stay away from the Walmart on Old National Highway. a $500 fine, which I will suspend, and the balance will be suspended. Good
Yes,
luck
sir.
to you, Mr. Lamont.
Judge,
Yes,
Judge,
Mr. Murphy.
Judge, I want to note that I met with him at the Fulton County Jail yesterday, and he authorized me to sign off on his plea paperwork.
Okay, so if you'll get that paperwork
That
to
time.
Ms. Lewis, if you'll get
Yeah.
the paperwork to Ms. Lewis, I will get it signed and we'll get it entered. Okay,
I'll have it today, Judge. I just wanted to note that. Thank you, Judge.
okay, very good. Anything further this morning, Mr. Murphy?
No, Judge, that's all.
All right, happy holiday.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Position number 38, Leon Phillips.
Okay. This is going to be a negotiated plea. Who's representing Mr.
Your Honor, I missed the position number. What was that position number, Your Honor?
38, Mr. Leon Phillips?
Yes, this is a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Phillips. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're doing by video. Can you raise your right hand? Good morning, sir. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Phillips. You can put your hands down. Thank you. Yes, Ms. McConkey.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for Mr. Phillips is 12 months to serve 24 days, credit for time served 12 days, the balance to be suspended, and that he stay away from the Waffle House located at 1674 Washington Road in East Point. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
Yes, we stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Okay, Mr. Phillips, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 0076665E, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Phillips. Now, you know you can't go back to that Waffle House, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Phillips.
Yes, sir.
Position number 25, Reginald Jones.
Also a negotiated plea?
I believe so, Your Honor, but just let me double check.
He's a plea, Ms. Kim. I think we both talked to him.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Jones. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the
Good
state
morning.
all-purpose. Good morning, sir. We're doing this by video. Is that okay with you?
Yes, sir, it is.
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Jones. Ms. McConkey?
Yes, Your Honor. For count one, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 34 days, credit for time served 17 days. The balance probated that Mr. Jones take an anti-theft course in ADET, and he stay away from all target locations. Count two, the criminal trespass, is going to be 12 months to run concurrent with count one. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
Okay, who's going to represent him?
I can't judge.
Okay.
We stipulate for the purposes of the plea. And I'm sorry. And just ask that the probation terminate once he completes all of his requirements.
Okay. Mr. Jones, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 0075993B, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting and criminal trespass. Is that right?
Yes, sir, it is.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, I'm not.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, I am, young.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, I do.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Jones.
Thank you.
I'm
sir.
going to waive 2 months of your probation fees to help you get and stay on your feet. When you complete the terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get this done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And you understand you can't go back to any of those Target stores, right?
Yes, I understand, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Jones.
Thank you so much. Have a great.
You're welcome.
Can we go back to position 5 and 6, Mr. Jeremy Brooks?
Okay. Yes, Mr. Richardson. What are we gonna do with Mr. Brooks?
At this time, Judge, Mr. Brooks is in and not guilty as to both cases. I did send an email to Ms. Rachel Harris, I believe it is, who sent the recommendation.
No, I sent the recommendation, Shelley Falk. Miss Rachel Harris is a support staff member.
It's a, oops, I'm sorry. Let me respond to your thing. I'll cut and paste it real quick. Judge, can we have a couple of seconds for her to read this?
Okay.
Paste it right there.
State's fine with the waiver of arraignment, not guilty, reset to jail jury.
Okay. So you're gonna file the waiver, Mr. Richardson, or would you like me to arraign him today?
We'll waive arraignment. He knows what the charges are, going over with him over the
Okay.
phone as well in person. So waive arraignment, internet guilty. I'll file request for additional discovery and also provide witnesses and reciprocal discovery to the state.
All right, very good. Mr. Brooks, your case is going to be returned to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank
Anything
you.
anything further this morning, Mr. Richardson?
That's all, Judge. Thank you. Have a good morning. You all have
Yeah.
a safe holidays.
You do the same.
You too.
Take care.
Bye.
Position number 42, Mr. Roberts.
42.
What are we doing with Mr. Roberts today?
How you doing?
Actually, he has to tell me exactly what he's going to be doing. So I do need to, because he believes that he was arrested about a month ago for the same charge, and he has been detained at East Point, Union City, and this is bound over from Union City. So basically, he deserves to have a credit for time served for 30 days instead of 8 days. And I have been trying to get written proof of his incarceration, and yet I have not been able to get it yet. So that's where we are. So I need to get maybe reset to, unless it is going to be 30 days credit time served, I have to reset this to next Tuesday.
Okay, well, it seems like you have something to work out and that unless Ms. McCockey has some input on that.
If I can assist Ms. Makake, Miss
Thank you.
PD Kim, when did you say he was arrested?
About a month ago, that's what he told me.
It
He
is
doesn't
showing the
remember
date of
exact
arrest
date.
on the bind over packet. It's saying the date of arrest was November 14th, 2024. And on the booking report from the East Point Police Department, it says the date of arrest was November 14th, 2024. Perhaps he's thinking of a different arrest?
Do you have any other arrest other than that? Mr. Would you please send me that information?
Yeah,
That would
absolutely.
be awesome. So can we reset to next Tuesday, Your Honor?
Okay,
Right now, I know that there's a lot of cases on Tuesday counter already.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
if it's
I'm looking at
possible,
60 cases already.
if it's possible to just do a breakout, I think
Sure.
I
Can
will
have a
send you the
breakout?
packet and you can verify the dates that it says on the packet. I just hit send on it. So you
Okay.
should have it pretty soon.
Thank you. So would you please put me and my client to a breakout room, sir, Your Honor?
okay, so we can put medical and Ms. Kim into a breakout room, please.
Before the breakout, do you all need, position number 11, Giovanni Campbell?
I don't have him. Mr. White does, so PD White can do it while I am on the breakout. Oh,
I
okay.
have this as a waiver. Let me just verify.
Okay, thank you.
All right, court will be in recess.
Your Honor, can he get credit for 12 days since he was arrested on November 14 and been here in jail until now? That's 26 minus 14 is 12 days. So maybe he can be in jail 18 more days and be released. Would that be okay?
Well,
Yeah.
the jail has him as being booked in on the 19th of 2024. So like Deputy Falk was saying, I'm not sure if they would backdate that credit to when he was somewhere else.
So PD Makake, he would be entitled to that time since he was in East Point Municipal Jail and they bound him over to our jail, unlike the other gentleman who was here on a completely unrelated charge. I'll just have to email the jail and show them their own the bind over packet that just shows the date.
Awesome.
Okay.
And he's willing to take the deal, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ms. Kim, tell me again, what position is this?
This is
Position number 11.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, no. This is,
42.
position number 42.
42.
Nathan Roberts.
All right, so again, tell me what he's getting credit for and how long he's been in.
So it looks like he'd be getting credit for 13 days from November 14th, 2024 to November 26th, which is today.
Okay, so 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 13 days.
Yes.
With the other
And then just
stipulation.
move, yes, with the balance
Okay.
prorated that he do an
Right.
FEIP. No further contact with Kenyatta Baldwin, stay away from the victim's residence, stay away from the Metro PCS where the incident occurred, no firearms.
Okay, and that's what he's agreeing to, Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Roberts. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Anything further, Ms. McConkey?
No, I would just ask if you could sound for the victim, Kenyatta Baldwin.
If Ms. Baldwin is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity. Anything further, Ms. Kim?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Roberts, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007712A, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty? Have to answer yes or no for me.
No.
And I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Roberts. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Is anyone in courtroom 2?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi, good morning, Mr. McLean. Is there a deputy there with you?
Just walked in with a bunch of folks, yes.
Oh, okay. We have a few more left on the SAP calendar. I was just seeing if we will.
Okay. Let me get out of y'all's way. I'm just here for interviews this morning.
Okay.
I'll be doing the bench warrant calendar, and my client will be joining very, very soon, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Kim.
Judge, I think there was only one person left according to me going down my calendar. I think it was the last person on the calendar, position number 48. I think everything else has been waived or reset. I just went down my calendar. I was trying to figure out who we were waiting on. If y'all want to go over the calendar.
All right, I have position number 27 that we still, what is N2S?
That was my client, and I was not able to speak
Yeah, that
to,
person was released.
position
That person was
27.
released. That person
Okay,
was
20.
fine. Position number 27, that person was
Okay.
released.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Any other ones you have questions on? Cause I can go through the calendar.
And which other one did you have, Ms. Lewis?
Position number 27 was released. There was several people that was released. Position number 27. Position number 14 was released. Let's see. Position number 39 was released. Position 43 was released. Position 48 is back in jail. He was released and he got back in jail right in time enough for the calendar. I don't know if you saw that, Pam. I think that was your client.
He was released, and I was kind of surprised that
He
he
was
was.
released and then he got picked back up on the 25th.
Wow.
Yeah, he was released.
Okay.
He got picked back up. He's on a whole nother new booking number.
Wow.
Who we talking about, Ms. Lewis?
I'm talking about position number 48, Mr. Zachary.
Okay, yeah, he was done already by Tom. He was with Tom White.
He's what again?
He was in front of the court. Tom White, well, actually, he said it was a guilty plea. Not guilty plea, I'm sorry, not guilty plea.
So, position 48, Zachary, is gonna be a waiver?
I believe so, Your Honor. Tom left
Okay.
already. I thought he.
Oh, all right, so I think that takes care of everyone. Why don't we go over the calendar and then we'll do the DV bench warrant calendar.
I'm just messing with you.
The people in the courtroom, Ms. Kim, do you need to record this or who's gonna be recording it for you in your?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I was just trying to see who's gonna record it for your office, or you're gonna keep up with
I
that?
am doing it.
Okay,
It's 11 o'clock.
okay.
All
Okay,
right, so, Ms. Falk, Ms. McConkey, just want to make sure that you're with us if you. Okay, all right, I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
okay, I'm gonna go over the calendar, everybody. Starting with the add-on calendar, position number 1 was a non-negotiated plea. Position number 2, waiver arraignment, reset for trial, further notice. Position 3 was a plea. And position number 4 was null pros. And position number 5, waiver arraignment, reset for trial, further notice. That was the add-on calendar. On the original calendar, Position number 1, I have reset, it's, Ms. Kim, that's gonna be reset to the SAP 12-5, but 12
Yes.
was already sent out.
Okay, 12-5 is fine.
Okay. Position number 2 was a plea. Position number 3 was a plea. Position number 4 was non-pros. Position number 5 and 6 is waiver arraignment, reset for trial for the notice. Position number 7, Ms. Kim, we also gonna put on the SAP for 12-5.
Okay,
Position number 8, same announcement, SAP 12-5. Position number 9 was a plea. Position number 10 was non-pros. Position number 11, waiver arraignment, reset for trial for the notice. Same announcement on 12 and 13, waiver arraignment, reset for trial for the notice. Position 14 was release, reset for the notice. Position 15 was a plea. Position 16 was non-pros. Position number 17 is reset for the SAP 12-10. Position 18, waiver arraignment, reset for trial for the notice. Position number 19, waiver arraignment, reset for trial for the notice. 20 was non-pros. Am I correct on that one? Yeah.
mm-hmm.
21 was a plea. Position 22, waiver arraignment, reset for trial for the notice. Same announcement on 23, waiver arraignment, reset for trial for the notice. Position 24, Ms. Kim, we did do an add-on for this one for Tuesday, December the
Okay,
3rd, so that would be the only add-on. As far
okay,
as the only add-ons coming on.
sure.
Position 25 was a plea. Position 26 was a plea. Position 27, defendant was released, reset for trial for reset for the notice. Position 28 was a plea. Position 29 and 30 is going to be set to the MH calendar. 31 also to the mental health court calendar on December the 5th. Position number 32 was a plea. Position 33 was non-pros. Position 34 was a plea. Position 35 and 36. I need a non-pros for both of those. I think I just sent y'all email.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm working on it. We'll
Okay,
send
so
it
I'll be
over.
getting them from you.
Yes, it'll be getting
Okay, all right, thank you. Position 37 was a no-low plea. Position 38 was a plea. Position 39, defendant was released, reset further notice. Position 40 was a plea. Position 41 was non-pros. Position 42 was a plea. Position 43, defendant was released, reset further notice. Position 44, waiver arraignment, reset for trial. Further notice, same announcement on 45, waiver arraignment, reset for trial, further notice. 46 and 47, both all waiver arraignment, reset for trial, further notice. And 49, waiver arraignment, reset for trial, further notice. And now I think he picked up a new charge. This guy just got rearrested again on 48. So I don't know if y'all have that charge or that's a felony case. I didn't really look into it that well.
Okay. Someone wants to know about 45 and 46.
46, waiver arraignment, and 45, same announcement, waiver arraignment.
Anything further on the 9 o'clock calendar?
No.
Okay, if not, I see that we have Mr. Wade here for the 11 o'clock DV bench warrant calendar. Good morning, Mr. Wade. You have to unmute yourself for me, sir.
Okay.
All right, there you go. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And let's see, Ms. McConkey, I take it that Mr. Wade missed a court date?
Yep, it looks like he missed a plea and arraignment calendar on July 7th, 2024 before Judge Roth.
Ms. Kim?
Oh, actually, I have different information. July 2nd, 2024, Judicial Officer Roth.
You're saying that you have that he missed a court date on July 2nd?
Yes, and because there was a return to sender on June 21, 2024. since the previous condition of the bond, she was not allowed to go back home where he was living with his girlfriend. So he had to move out and find a new place. Meanwhile, the mail got lost.
Yeah, I have, so is his old address the Arbor Gates Drive in Atlanta? I don't want to say the whole address, but it's Arbor Gates Drive, Atlanta, Georgia. And that's
Yes.
the return to sender that I have.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, and he has a new address, Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor, we do have a new address.
Okay, so Mr. Wade, it's your responsibility to make sure that when you move, that the court is updated. You also have to stay in touch with the court to make sure that you don't miss any court dates. So it is my practice to give you one opportunity to miss a court date. This is your opportunity. But make sure that you always keep us apprised of your address. You have his new address, Ms. Kim?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Can
and
you
you'll get
clarify,
that.
is there an apartment number in there, Judge? Cause I'm not seeing it on the computer and he wrote down 3. Is supposed to be a 3 on that address, sir?
Yes. 336.
Okay, they
It's
don't
a
have
house.
that, they don't have that indicated. Is it an apartment or a unit or just apartment?
It's a house.
Oh, do you need to have 3 on there?
Yeah, 336.
Okay, you got that address with the name of the, and you got place 3 on your paperwork. I don't know. If you can
Oh,
see.
no, yeah, it was, so I was trying to put the zip code and, I was supposed to put it down and I put it up and I was trying to,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
something you wrote wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay, so there's no apartment number. Okay, I just want to make it clear because I saw a
Yeah.
3 on here that you wrote, and I didn't want to
Mhm.
make sure that you didn't get your notice.
Okay, so we'll set aside this one time, Mr. Wade, but make sure you stay in touch. You'll get notice of your next hearing date, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Happy holiday.
Ms. Kim, you're gonna be sending that information to me.
Yes, I'll do that.
Can you put down the FTA number on there? Can you write this number down for me, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
And put it on your order. It's gonna be 24-002885 FTA.
Got
Just
it.
associate that along with the case number, please.
Absolutely. I'll do
I
that.
appreciate that.
Sure.
I think I got everything from everybody besides those 2 last non-pros.
Okay, you're free to go this morning, Mr. Wade. And anything further from anyone on either the 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock calendar?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. If not, you all have a safe holiday. We'll see you, you'll see y'all next time.
Okay, you too. That's right.
Bye, thank you.